Hey everyone, thanks for all your hard work. Sorry I got a little behind in grading. It's always, just as this is out of sight, out of mind for you all and sometimes difficult for the instructors, it's the same. In advance, I want to say thanks for hanging in there. You'll notice that Module 3 is looking a little bit different than Module 2, and part of that is we're testing a little bit strategies on what makes these easier for you all to work through. So at the end of Module 3, I will be asking you for some feedback. But I want to quickly share some things to ask, help you, help me, help you. Anyways, so first and foremost, this is really, really important. I can't grade your Project 1 if I can't see your Project 1. So in deadline number 5, it actually asked you to post Project 1 to your blog. Some of you didn't even do that, so please do that. And when you post Project 1 to your blog, some of you put it in the blog as the blog post, and that's fine, because, I mean, the examples you looked at basically were that. Many of you kept it in a new Google Doc, which is great, and that's fine as well. However, most of you, I'm finding that when you're sharing these Google Docs, you're not sharing them so the rest of us can see them. So please make sure to do that. I'm going to quickly talk that through right now. As you can see, I live and breathe and die in my Google Drive area. So I'm starting a new and I could type it up in the left-hand corner. I can retitle it, and I know all of you have figured this part out because I'm seeing titles and stuff. Here's the important thing. When you're ready to get the URL, go up here to share. And the thing is, the share kind of by default tries to invite individual people, but you'll notice up here it says get shareable link. Go for that. And then, okay, so here's the important thing. Anyone with link can view. Please make sure it's the anyone with link. It's not the anyone in the University of Arizona domain, because many of us, myself included, we have multiple Gmail accounts. And a lot of times when we have multiple Gmail accounts, we default to our more general one. So my request is that you please make it anyone with the link, not anyone in the U of A can link, and you should be able to go up and down, and anyone can view. Now, here's the other thing. For this class, I'm going to highly suggest that you make it the comment option, and the reason for that is because it appears that when the activity is for you to comment on it, like these activities of paragraph analysis and sentence analysis, if you only do view, I don't think it's making the comments visible. So let's try that. So always make it anyone with link can comment, and then you can copy the link, and that's the link you should use. The one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to just be editing and then go up here to the top and grab the editing link, because if you haven't shared it, we can't see it. Okay, so that's sharing. That was my major point for this week. The other major point, let's go back here first. You'll now notice that instead of giving you specific homeworks that are asking you to read and reply to people, at the end of the week you now have these activities called weekly learning reflections. Okay, so, and if you click on that link, it takes you to this assignment prompt of weekly learning reflections. Let's make this a little bigger. There we go. Maybe even bigger. There we go. Please note that these assignments have two parts. One, you're going to go read and reply to 4 classmates. Make sure you do that. And I'm going to make sure that link's correct. It might be taking you to the wrong one. You're going to read and reply to 4 classmates. That's important. Then 2, you're going to post a learning reflections entry in your blog. 1, name it by the deadline, please. Give it, deadline number that will make grading easier for me later. But 2, you also know how to do this. You make links to those replies. But 3, notice that it's not just the replies. You also have to reflect on your learning for the week, and you need to connect specific activities you did with specific program or course goals. Now, later in this document, there are the program goals, there are the course goals. So in these reflections, folks, I expect you to make explicit connections between I'm learning how to locate and analyze evidence to develop an argument, this one right here, and then link to or explicitly mention an activity you did the week. My suggestion, the easiest way to do this, because I'm not necessarily asking for it, is I would just copy and paste all these bullets into the document and then under the bullets briefly type ways you're doing it. I'm not suggesting that you have to demonstrate every learning objective or goal in every week, but try to shoot for 2 to 4. And trust me, this is work that will pay off, because your portfolio at the end of the semester, you will use this work. So putting the time in now will benefit you later during finals week, basically. Okay, so this week when I graded from deadline 6, I was generous on this because I was mainly making sure that you were looking for the replies. Next week, I will not give you full points if you do not do this reflections part and if you don't explicitly engage at least 2 or 3 of the learning objectives or course goal or program goals. What else was on my notes? I think that's it. Yay. Thanks for keeping up. I'm the one who's behind. I'm going to hit that 2-week, and I always do. That 2-week, I'll take 2 weeks to grade the papers. I'm still waiting for a few of you to either make your papers, your final project ones, available to me or share them with me. And those will be finished up on Saturday at the very latest. Thank you for all your hard work. Keep on keeping on.